This video features a selection of the new and updated features from the January 2026 release. The full list of features can be found in the January 2026 version 2026.01 release notes, which you can find on Brightspace community. This month, we're excited to highlight the following features. New distributed administration enhancements give sub-org administrators greater control over branding, grading, and course copy history within their organizational areas. In Brightspace quizzes, the new single login sessions setting helps protect academic integrity by requiring learners to complete an attempt in one login session. The awards tool now includes short-form date replacement strings, simplifying the creation of multilingual certificates. Announcements, email notifications now show inline images, aligning email content with what learners see in Brightspace. In Class List, instructors can now export data to CSV and print enhanced lists with pronouns and course details. With the Brightspace Parent and Guardian tool, teachers can now email parents and guardians in bulk, by group, or individually, directly from the class list. Intelligent agents now support automated messages to parents and guardians with a new replacement string for rule-based notifications. In Analytics Builder, a new visual data preparation experience streamlines dataset creation with drag-and-drop transforms and real-time previews. D2L Lumi Insights now adds guided intervention suggestions, helping instructors act more easily on learner performance data. D2L Lumi Ideas now supports generating ideas directly in assignments and discussions with improved input options and a larger context window. Lumi Summary enhancements make it easier to generate module summaries by supporting nested content, source previews, and clearer indicators for hidden or conditional activities. In D2L Lumi Quiz, instructors can generate better questions using more source content and a redesigned creation experience. Finally, D2L Lumi Study Support updates add clearer icons and tooltips, improving transparency when selecting activities for AI-powered recommendations. To wrap things up, we'll take a quick look at changes to other key features and share some important announcements. Let's take a closer look at this month's features. Institutions using a distributed administrative model now have more flexibility with 3 key enhancements in this release. System administrators can delegate control of homepages, navbars, themes, and widgets to sub-org administrators. These local admins can now set defaults for their org unit and its child orgs, making it easier to apply consistent branding and navigation without central intervention. Sub-org administrators can also manage grade schemes directly from admin tools at the sub-org level. This lets them tailor grading to their region or department without relying on organization-level settings. Finally, the Copy Course History tool is now scoped. Sub-org administrators can view a list of courses copied within their sub-organization within their own area, making it easier to track activity locally. This feature is available to all clients and does not require any configuration variables. To enable, grant the appropriate permissions to home pages, navbars, themes, manage grade schemes, and view copy course components logs at the required sub-org level for the appropriate role. Instructors now have a new way to support academic integrity in Brightspace quizzes. With the new single login session setting, instructors can require learners to complete a quiz within a single Brightspace login session. That means once a quiz is started, it must be completed without switching devices or browsers. For example, if a learner starts a quiz on their laptop, they can't finish it on a smartphone. To enable, administrators must turn on the d2l.tools.quizzes.single-session-quizzes configuration variable. Once active, instructors will see a new option in the Availability Dates and Conditions section when creating or editing a quiz. Lock each attempt to a single login session. This feature implements the following PI item: D11297. Prevent multiple sessions taking one quiz attempt simultaneously. Thank you to those who put forward this PI suggestion. Creating multilingual certificates just got easier in the awards tool. Instructors and administrators can now use new short-form date replacement strings to personalize certificates with more consistent formatting across languages. The new format, 4-digit year, 2-digit month, and 2-digit day, avoids the layout issues caused by long-form dates when switching between languages. Available replacement strings include course start date short, course end date short, award date short, award expiry date short. This feature is available to all clients and is automatically enabled. Learners can now see inline images from announcements directly in their email notifications. When instructors or administrators include images in the body of an announcement, those images now appear in the emailed version as well, making it easier for learners to catch important visual content. Previously, only attached images were included in emails. This update ensures that email notifications better reflect what's shown in Brightspace. This feature is available to all clients using announcements and email notifications. No setup is required. This feature implements the following PI items. D7210. Images in announcements do not appear in the email version of the notification. D12152. Permit images to be sent in an email notification for an announcement. D7939. Include images in Brightspace-generated email of announcements, partial release. Videos are not included. Thank you to those who put forward these PI suggestions. Instructors now have more flexibility when working with class list data. A new export button in the class list tool lets instructors download user details as a CSV file, either for all learners or a selected group. The export includes the same fields visible in the class list, making it easier to use for offline tasks or administrative processes. Printing has also improved. Printouts now include pronouns, if visible in the class list, and course information, like the course title and code, offering better context for in-person workflows or documentation. This feature is available to all clients and is enabled by default. This feature implements the following PI items. D9855, printing class list with pronouns. D9391, class list, allow export of pronouns. D2124, export of class list. D6948, class list to Excel or CSV. D2658, include course title with class list printout. D9215, show course offering code on exported or printed class list. D6667, class list export. Thank you to those who put forward these PI suggestions. Teachers now have new ways to communicate with parents and guardians right from the class list. First, a new Email All Parents and Guardians button allows teachers to send a message to every parent or guardian in the class with one click. They can choose to include students, and all recipients are added as blind copies to protect privacy. Teachers also see which students have associated contacts before sending. Second, teachers can now email all parents of an individual student directly from the Parents and Guardians of Students Name panel. They can choose to email just the parents, just the student, or both, streamlining one-to-one communication and improving parent engagement. Third, teachers can now email a selected group of parents or guardians by checking multiple students in the class list. They can choose to include parents, students, or both, and see which students don't have contact information before sending. All recipients are added to the BCC field to maintain privacy. Fourth, for even more personalized outreach, teachers can email a specific parent or guardian of a student directly. From the Parents and Guardians of Students Name panel, they can select an envelope icon to send an email or copy the email address to use in an external tool. These updates are available to all K-12 clients with the Brightspace Parent and Guardian tool enabled. Ensure the tool is active and that teachers have the required parent and guardian and email permissions to access all email options in the class list. This feature implements the following PI items: D5938, email groups of parents in B4P; D6896, bulk email parents from class list tool; D11117, parental contact modification. Thank you to those who put forward these PI suggestions. Teachers and administrators can now automate outreach to parents and guardians using intelligent agents. A new email string, initiating user parents, lets educators include parent and guardian email addresses in rule-based notifications. This enables one-way automated messages about student activity or important updates sent directly to parents. In the Intelligent Agents tool, the string appears under Actions, Send an email, What special email addresses can I use? Available to all K-12 clients with the Brightspace Parent and Guardian tool enabled. To enable, teachers must have the C parent-guardian-child relationships for student permission. This feature implements the following PI items: D5408, Intelligent Agents replace strings for parents' users; D8851, parent email used in Intelligent Agent; D10158, new replacement string; D11915, send email to the parent using Intelligent Agents action, I'm CC/BCC. Thank you to those who put forward these PI suggestions. Analytics Builder authors now have a faster, more visual way to prepare data for dashboards and reports. The new data preparation experience introduces a drag-and-drop interface with real-time data previews and built-in transformations like sum, average, pivot, unpivot, and more. It also includes performance boosts from the superfast parallel in-memory calculation engine, SPICE, designed for fast, in-memory data processing. Previously, authors had to navigate multiple menus to build datasets. Now, it's all in one place, with clear visual steps from source to transformation. New custom datasets open in this experience by default. Authors can still switch to the previous view if needed. This feature is available as part of the D2L Performance Plus package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to Performance Plus, the Analytics Builder tool is provisioned, and authors have the Analytics Builder can manage Analytics Builder permission at the org level, along with an author license. D2L Lumi Insights now makes it easier for instructors to act on learner data. Each insight card now includes a new intervention suggestion area. Based on learner performance, instructors receive guided next steps, such as editing content, sending a class reminder, or emailing individual students. The layout has also been updated for better readability, using a streamlined table format that saves screen space. To view suggestions, open a study support-enabled quiz. In the new content experience, scroll to the completion summary and select an insight card. This feature is available as part of the D2L Lumi Pro for Brightspace package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to D2L Lumi Pro. The generative AI tool is active. Instructors have the add study support on quizzes permission, and the D2L.tools.generativeai. Is enabled. Configuration variable is turned on in the appropriate courses. Instructors can now generate assignment and discussion ideas directly from the Assignments and Discussions tools without relying on the Content tool. This update to D2L Lumi Ideas expands ideation options and improves usability. Instructors can now enter free text input, preview and edit source text, and work with a larger 15,000-character window. When course activities include learning outcomes, these are used to guide the suggestions. Other enhancements include updated banners, visibility and release condition icons, and improved transparency for unsupported activity types. This feature is available as part of the D2L Lumi Pro for Brightspace package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to D2L Lumi Pro. The generative AI tool is active, instructors have the Generate Ideas permissions, and the D2L.tools.generativeai. Is enabled. configuration variable is turned on in the appropriate org unit. This feature implements the following PI item: D12629. Lumi's generate assignment and discussion ideas workflow inconsistent with quizzes workflow. Thank you to those who put forward this PI suggestion. D2L Lumi Summary now offers more flexibility and transparency when creating module summaries. Instructors can now select content from nested submodules, preview and edit source text, and access clear indicators for hidden activities or those with release conditions. These updates help streamline the summary workflow and align Lumi Summary with other Lumi Pro experiences. The new interface allows instructors to select up to 15 activities, and a smaller banner gives more space for content. This feature is available as part of the D2L Lumi Pro for Brightspace package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to D2L Lumi Pro. The generative AI tool is active. Instructors have the Generate Module Summaries permission, and the E2L.tools.generative.ai. is enabled. Configuration variable is turned on in the appropriate courses. D2L Lumi Quiz now offers more flexibility when generating quiz questions. Instructors can select up to 5 content topics at once, thanks to an expanded 15,000-character context window. This allows more source material to guide question generation and improves overall quality. The Generate Questions dialog has also been redesigned for a better user experience. Field settings now appear at the top, course selection at the bottom, and helpful tooltips are included for Bloom's taxonomy. The default number of questions has also increased from 3 to 5. Lumi Quiz now supports more content types too, including assignments, discussions, and quizzes, making it easier to create questions from a variety of course materials. This feature is available as part of the D2L Lumi Pro for Brightspace package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to D2L Lumi Pro. The generative AI tool is active. Instructors have the Generate Questions permission, and the D2L.tools.generative.ai. is enabled. Configuration variable is turned on in the appropriate courses. The Select Course Activities dialog in D2L Lumi Study Support has been updated for greater clarity and alignment with other Lumi Pro tools. Instructors now see icons that indicate whether an activity is hidden or has release conditions, helping them choose the most relevant materials for AI-powered recommendations. Tooltips also clarify which activity types are unsupported. These updates improve transparency and streamline the selection process, making it easier to build effective study support experiences. This feature is available as part of the D2L Lumi Pro for Brightspace package, an optional add-on to Brightspace Core. To enable, ensure your org is entitled to D2L Lumi Pro. The generative AI tool is active. Instructors have the Add Study Support on Quizzes permission, and the D2L.tools.generative.ai. is enabled. Configuration variable is turned on in the appropriate courses. Finally, let's take a quick look at the other features for this month's release. When reviewing learner work in Assignments and Quick Eval, the Assignment Submissions page, Quick Eval Submissions, and Activities view now include improved screen reader support, such as accessible drop-down menu labels and spoken search result counts, making it easier for instructors using assistive technologies to understand and navigate results, and this update is enabled automatically for all clients. When submitting assignments accessed through lessons in the new content experience, learners can now view and accept third-party asset processor end-user license agreements, EULAs, directly in the assignment via the instructions section, inline submission alerts, and reminder modals, ensuring clearer consent before submission. This update applies only to courses using the new content experience with the D2L.tools.content.lessons render activities inline, configuration variable enabled, and only to assignments that have attached third-party asset processors. Before wrapping up, here are some announcements we're excited to share. Thai and Vietnamese language packs are now available in Brightspace as of this release. This update promotes inclusive, culturally responsive education and supports D2L's commitment to global language accessibility. D2L is continuing to unlist outdated Brightspace tutorial videos that no longer reflect current interfaces and workflows. Embedded links in Brightspace documentation have already been updated to point to the latest versions. For a list of added, unlisted, and removed videos, refer to the Brightspace tutorial video updates. Added, unlisted, removed link in the video description box. We hope you enjoyed this month's release highlights. As we begin the new year, we'd like to wish you a happy and successful new year. As always, you can find the full details of this month's changes in the January 2026 release notes on the Brightspace community. See you next month.